Okay, lovely. So welcome to our audio only evening yoga class. So settle yourself down into Shavasana. Backs of the knees on your bolsters if you have them, very good for the spine and for deeper relaxation. Shuffling out your shoulders, turning out your toes. Relax into the feet. So actually we'll just circle the feet, rotating the ankles one way and then the other way. And we'll just have 5 minutes of lovely relaxation, calming your breathing as you sink into your mat. Lovely deep breaths. And we'll start to really think about counting the breath. So I'd like you to inhale for 4, a deep inhalation. And exhale for 8. Feel your body relaxing. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling fully for 8. And you just feel yourself becoming heavier and heavier. See if you can flatten out your shoulders a little bit more, lengthening out the back of the body, lengthening the arms away. Try and place your knees so they're turning out, so that the feet turn out. And continue with that 4-8 breathing. So inhaling for 4, deep, deep breath into the belly, through the nostrils, abdomen rises up. Exhale completely for 8. And for a few moments' time, we're going to introduce a pause either end of this breathing exercise. So when you're ready, inhale for 4. And pause. Exhaling for 8. And pause once more. Inhaling for 4. Retain. Exhale. And pause the breath. Inhale deeply. And pause. And exhale fully. And pause the breath. Okay, a couple more minutes. I would just like you to go at your own rhythm now, pausing in between. And just go deeper and deeper into your relaxation. As an audio, we tend to just start off more slowly and more gradually. So staying within your body, being aware of how your body's feeling. Much easier to go internally when you have your eyes closed or eyes covered with an eye pillow or a sleep mask. Just be aware this is going to help you go internally and also to help your nervous system relax even more. So keeping the strong, even breaths as we bring our awareness to the heaviness in the soles of the feet, the heels through to the toes. Take your awareness and your breath all the way down to the ankles, relaxing both ankles, softening. Inhale energy all the way down into the ankles, shins and calves. Exhale fully, tension and tiredness from the legs, from the lower legs. Relaxing into the backs of the knees and the knees, feeling heavy as the knees drop out even more. And relaxing fully. Relaxing into the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Buttocks are softening, breathing deeply to soften the back body. The spine, the buttocks, the shoulders, the back of the head and neck. Be aware of the backs of the knees relaxing and the heels sinking down into your mat. And then we bring awareness to the belly, to the shoulders, to the chest, to the throat. Softening and relaxing the front body. Let me see that strong breath work. Breathing in for 4. And exhaling completely. Just see how many seconds you want to exhale. Doesn't necessarily have to be 8. Just see how you feel. Inhaling deeply for 4. Exhaling completely for 8. Fully relaxing. Relaxing down the arms into the fingertips. And then relax the whole of your face. Check that your jaw is very soft, no clenching of the teeth, and that the forehead is smooth. Relaxing completely. And gently try and keep those eye pillows on for as long as you can as you stretch the arms up over the head. Stretching nice and long. Push your heels away, point the toes. Push your heels away and point the toes. Keep those arms up over the head. And then rotate the ankles, rotate the wrists one way and then the other way. Lovely. So it's a really gentle class. I want you to just turn the palms down next to your sides, drawing the arms down. Stay under your lovely blankets, but inhale the arms up over the head. So the backs of the hands touch the floor behind you, and then exhale the arms down by your sides. Stay nice and warm. And inhale the arms up over the head. And exhale the arms down by your sides. Lovely. And inhale, arms up over the head. Big stretching up. Let's bring the heels off the floor. Stretch your body really long. Squeeze and tense your whole body. Tense and squeeze with the arms back behind you. And then release. Keep the arms behind you. And then push the heels away. Lift the heels. Stretching long. Squeeze the buttocks. That's lovely, Sarah. Push into the shoulder blades and then relax. Good. Arms down by your sides. Just want you to turn the head from side to side and all the way over each side. We haven't warmed up yet, so careful with your neck movements, but try and turn all the way to one side. And stay here and breathe. And then gently turn the head all the way to the other side. And keep breathing. Good, back to center, and then some circles with the chin to ceiling. So you're doing some neck exercises. Circling around, drawing an O shape to the ceiling with your chin. Good, change direction. Good, excellent. And then you're simply going to have the arms down by your sides, 45 degrees, but just nudge the elbows into the floor. Keep the head on the floor. Just lift the chest as high as you can. So chest comes up, lovely, Nikki, and then release. So head stays on the floor. Don't lift your head. Elbows push down, lift the chest. And release. Good. Elbows push into the floor, lift the chest. And release. Perfect, good. Okay, so now come out from under your blankets to just gently draw the knees in towards you. Gently hugging the knees. Good, a little roll from side to side. Excellent. And then frog leg circle. So you draw the knees in towards you, then separate them wide, lengthen the arms away, push the knees away, and then bring them back round again. So frog leg circles into the chest, push the arms away, back in again. The knees separate and then come together. You are holding the knees with your hands. Good, as wide as you can with the knees, and then draw them back in. Go very slowly. Today's class is a very slow pace. As it's an audio, just enjoy the slow pace of it. And then you change direction. So the knees are together, push them towards the ceiling. Then open the knees wide, draw the knees to the chest, and then push away again. Very slowly, knees wide and together, wide and together. Lovely. Good. And then if you could just bring your feet flat to the floor, so maybe don't roll it too far away, but just a little bit away with your bolster, and then feet flat to the floor. Feet are hip width apart, knees are apart as wide as the ankles, and arms out at 90 degrees. And a soft and gentle rock from side to side. So drop the knees to one side, but only as far as the back is comfortable, and then knees to the other side, but really slowly again. I think if we just go at our own pace, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, Rosie, and then just go side to side. Lovely, deep breaths. And after a while, the head will want to go the opposite way. So if the knees drop one side, your head will look the other way. And Each time the knees drop to the other side, your head will naturally turn a little bit side to side. It's a really nice feeling in the neck. Good, nice and slow. Breathing deeply as we very gently warm up the spine. Good, feet flat on the floor, kneel, and feet are wide. There we go, lovely. Keep going side to side, excellent. Just a few more. Okay, good. And then we just draw the knees into the chest. This is quite a tricky one to explain straight away, so I'll go very slowly. What you're going to do, just have your knees into your chest, then roll onto your left-hand side with your knees tucked up. The whole body just rolls on its side. And then you have palm on top of palm with the arms just stretched out to your side, not in the air, just on the side. Good. And you're going to do Ken's clock, which is lovely. But what I want you to do when you're drawing the clock, which is the index finger goes up, we'll go anti-clockwise to start. So it goes up behind the head. When it starts to come round to the side, don't try and keep the hand on the floor. Just let it swipe around if you need to in the air. And then you draw it back, hand on top of hand. You're still facing that left side of your room. And then you circle around again. Cheryl and Steve trying not to slap each other as they gently go round. But yeah, it's really important to be very aware of your shoulder as you circle around. It's basically shoulder circles, but slight movement of the back as you go round. We normally try and open the chest all the way to ceiling as you do this, but it's too early on for most of you in the session to do that. It's too strong on the spine. See how far around you want to go. And if it's only the arm movement, that's absolutely fine. So I think with me whittering on, you've probably done about 6. So if you want to change, stay where you are, but change the direction of your clock. So you go clockwise now, down towards your hips and then round towards your head. And again, just be very, very aware of how far around you want to open that right shoulder. It's really important not to overdo it. Deep breaths as you rotate. Pleased to say you all seem to be following my instructions beautifully. Okay, excellent. That's probably about 6. So to go to the other side, the nicest way is if you do hand on top of hand on facing the side as how you started, then you swing that top arm, right arm up and over, and the knee goes over at the same time. So then you're on your back and then you roll over to the other side safely, one palm on top of the other, and you're all the way over to the other side now. Nudge your knees up so that you feel safe in the knees. And this side, you start clockwise, going up towards your head and around, drawing a circle around. Lovely, Kathy. And if you don't feel safe to keep the hands in contact with the floor as much as possible, you just swing the arm around in the air, but very slowly. See how that left shoulder feels, opening and closing. Breathing deeply. Vanessa's dog very much participating in this exercise. Big circles round. So when you've got to 6, I've completely lost count, but once you've circled for about 6, you then change direction and go anti-clockwise down towards the knees and then round. Lovely. It just should feel really beautifully comfortable in the shoulder as you circle, and nice and slow. That's the whole point of audio only. You can go inwards, keeping the eyes closed, eye pillows on, or sleep masks, and going really internally, being able to really listen to your body, what it needs into this evening session. So at any point you can do slightly freestyle stuff. It's whatever feels right as you're doing your poses. Okay, gorgeous. I think we've probably done 6. So one palm on top of the other. And like we did to roll to the other side, we're going to do that a few times. So you bring your top up, your left arm up and over at the same time the knee comes over, and then you roll onto your other side. So knees are apart. When you drop to the other side, your knees come together. So I want you to do that at least 6 times as well. So you're rolling to one side, the arm comes up, the knee comes up, and then you roll to the other side, and then the palm drops on top of the other palm. Very good. Lead with the knees and the arms. Up, up. Very good. And over to the other side. Lovely. Very synchronized, Stephen, Cheryl. I am loving it. Keep going. Keep breathing deeply. This is so nice. Just rolling around on the floor. You can even start yawning, sighing. As long as you're not scaring the animals, then whatever you need to do to release and fully engage in this style of yoga. Okay, perfect. That's enough of that one. So stay on one side. I don't mind which side. Good. Again, palm on top of palm. And you're just going to come up. So your top arm comes up towards the ceiling and your top leg also opens. So the knees are bent still. So one leg up, one arm up, and then you close it again. One palm on top of palm. So you need to be lying on your right hand side now. Okay, and then up and open, lovely, and then close again. So it's just mobilizing that hip. Open, top hip, and close. Open, arm up to ceiling, knee opens and close. And knee up, arm up. Excellent, and close. Perfect. Then that swing all the way to the side. So right arm up, knee up, and then turn all the way over to the other side. We do that all again. So draw those knees up towards your elbow as much as you can. One hand on top of the other, and then left up or whatever, top arm straight up, top knee up, just to ceiling, then close again. And do make sure you're doing your breath work up and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Lovely. And inhale up. Hi, Andrew. It's all right, not too late. And up and down. Good. And then we roll back onto our backs and hug the knees beautifully. And I just want you to bring the feet flat on the floor. It's such simple yoga, but sometimes simple is best. So we're going to do bridge up and down. So palms next to your body, palms facing down. Feet are hip width apart, knees apart, and then just push the palms into the floor. Lift the hips up. And exhale, lower. And lift the hips up. And exhale, roll back down. And you might want to come halfway as we lift up. And we'll stay for 5 breaths, okay? If as you hold, you then feel like lifting a bit higher, then you can. Or if it feels too much, you back off at any moment. So just experiment how high you want to come into your bridge as you hold for 5 breaths. Good. And then we gently roll back down. And then just hug the right knee into the chest and lengthen the left leg long. Good. Just stay here and breathe. And then gently change sides. So hug your left knee, release the right leg. Squeeze the left knee and lengthen the right leg nice and long. Keep the head on the floor. Just tuck the chin in. Good, lovely. Bring the feet to the floor again. This time the knees are together and the sides of the ankles and the feet are together. I want arms out at 90 degrees. Lovely. And then raise the arms up so the palms meet at the top. So it's prayer position above the chest with the knees together. And you're just going to open to cobbler. So your feet are flat on the floor again, Rosie. And then what I need you to do now is as you open the arms, you open the knees. So you come into cobbler. So arms straight up, Andreas, to ceiling. Yep. As you open the knees, the arms go down to the sides of the floor. Angel arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Knees together. Palms together above the chest. Inhaling, open. Into cobbler. Soles of feet together. And then close. Feet flat on the floor. Inhale, open. Open the arms, open the knees. Beautiful. Exhale, close. And inhaling, open. And exhale, close. Good. Draw one knee at a time back in towards the chest. And start to rock. Forwards and back and side to side, whatever feels right for your spine. Good. And then just locate your bolster once more, place it under the knees. And lie back down. If you want a block or you haven't got the block under the head, you can put the block under the head to encourage tucking your chin in and then cover the eyes once more. Okay, so this gives a micro bend of one of your legs. So when you do leg raises in a moment, you'll just feel the lovely, reassuring presence of the bolster. So I want you to just turn the palms down at 45 degrees. And all you're doing is lifting your right leg in the air and keep that knee bent. Okay, so as you lift up, you can push through the heel, but keep the knee bent. And exhale down, softening to the back of the bolster. And then you change to the other side. So left leg up, inhale. Good, nice bent knee, but push through the heel and then exhale down. Good, other leg up. And exhale down. And other leg up, inhale up. And exhale down. Good, we're continuing. So right leg up. And exhale down. And left leg up. And exhale down. Good. I want you to just draw the right knee in towards the chest now with a bent knee. Squeeze the knee. Lovely. And then just place the ankle onto your bolster and turn your right knee out. Okay, or wherever you can place your foot. So you're kind of doing tree pose, but you're using the bolster. So turn your knee all the way out to the right side of the foot into the side of the leg. Left leg is long. Okay, so it's like tree pose from the floor. Then arms by your upper arms by your ears and palms together. So imagine you're doing this from standing. It's just slightly easier from the floor. So just hold your prayer position and the arms are right behind you, Andreas, with straight arms. Prayer position behind the head. Yeah, lovely. And breathe. You might want to press that ankle into your bolster. So keeping the knee open, engaging that side of your body. And then let's lift the left heel. So push your left heel away. And then you feel like more like you're standing in your nice tree pose, engaging your muscles. Nice. Before we do the other side, we want to hug that right knee and squeeze it. And then the other side will be slightly easier because you know what I'm saying and what you're meant to be doing. So release the right leg. Hug the left knee and then just bring it on the ankle onto the bolster, turning the knee out to the left to do tree pose from lying, and then arms over the head in prayer position. Lovely. Just keep the right heel relaxing for a moment. We'll come into full pose after a few breaths. Okay, full pose. So push your heel away as if you're standing. Good, lovely, everyone. Let's just draw the knees into the chest and squeeze. Okay, just so that you're aware, we are going to come up to seated pose. So you might want to uncover the eyes so you can get up into a comfortable seated position. And we are going to be sitting on our blocks if you have one. And then just sit facing forward, facing your screen. Lovely. So sit comfortably. If sitting like this with your legs crossed isn't comfortable, then you have your legs out in front. So that's absolutely fine, or whatever you want, diamond-shaped legs, whatever feels comfortable in your legs. Okay, lovely. And then let's just do shoulder rolls. So shoulders rolling backwards. Lovely, backwards shoulder rolls. And close the eyes once more if you wish. Good, change direction. Really focusing on the shoulders. I'd like you to draw the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze, 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 and release. And shoulders up. Squeeze and release. Do keep the eyes closed. You don't need to look around. Shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze, 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 and release. And once more, shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze and release. Good. Sit up really tall in the body and turn your head from side to side. And then chin up and down. Good. Chin to center and ear to shoulder, very gently. Lovely. Perfect. Back to center, shoulder rolls once more. Good, change direction. Excellent. And then just release. So I want you to have your fingertips next to the sides of your body. Inhale, float the arms up as if you're flying like wings. Exhale down, soft elbows, draw the arms down by your sides and fingertips to the floor. Inhale, float the arms up. Lovely, Mary. Exhale, float the arms down, soft elbows. Good, arms out to the sides, float the arms up. And exhale, bring the arms down. Good, sitting tall, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to focus on that breathing again. So just doing a simple breathing exercise. I want you to close the eyes, inhale for 4. And gently exhale for 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and stop breathing, just hold the breath. Exhale fully for 8. Then pause the breath whilst there's no air in the lungs. Inhale strongly for 4. Hold the breath, check your posture. Exhale fully for 8. And you're pausing now. And one last time. Inhale deeply. Lovely deep breath. Stay focused. Hold the breath. And exhale fully. And just gently pause. Good. I want you to take your left arm now, left hand, and place it on your right opposite knee, wherever your knee is, and then your back arm, right arm's behind you into a twist, a gentle twist. Keep the body upright, but you're turning from the chest and the navel. So you're turning, don't lean too far back into the back. You're actually doing it very well. I've taught you well. And you're breathing into your twist. And just stay here, we're not coming out anytime soon. So just enjoy that twist. You might want to back off or turn a little bit more, like a millimeter more. If your legs aren't comfortable in cross-legged, you can bring them out in front a little bit or separate the legs, whatever feels comfortable, that will keep your spine really tall. Good. We want to turn to the front before we turn to the other side. So just turn to the front, hold each knee separately, shoulders up to the ears, squeeze and release, and shoulders up to the ears. And release. Lovely and gentle class tonight. So other way. So you want to put your opposite hand on the knee, back arm behind. Lovely, Andreas. And twist. Lovely twist. And stay in position. Try and get both shoulders level. That might mean cupping the back hands in so that you're coming up further. And don't lean back. Try and push your body upright. Lovely. And breathe. Very, very nice. Come to center. So we're going to do another spinal twist. I'd like you to hug your knees in towards your chest. Nice. And lengthen the left leg away. So it's just straight down in front of you. You're wrapping your left arm around your right knee and twisting again. Exactly the same rules as we've just done, but you're squeezing the knee in towards your elbow. Yeah, reverse twist it's called. Push through the left heel, so your left leg's nice and long and you're pushing through the heel, the toes are up to ceiling, so you're making sure that left leg is also engaged. Both shoulders level again. If you feel that the back shoulder is drooping, you then cup the fingers. Keep twisting. Lovely, everyone. Let's go to the other side. So lengthen the legs out, bounce the knees, and then hug the left knee into the chest. Squeezing the right elbow round, left arm behind you into your lovely reverse twist. Good. Deep breaths into the belly, tall spine. Try and keeping the eyes closed as much as you can. Really trust in the process, in your ability to follow an audio. Lovely. Back to center and cross-leg position or whatever comfortable position you were in whilst we were sitting. And we'll do angel arms again. So prayer position in front of the chest, long, straight arms straight out in front of you. And angel arms. So we inhale, open, arms out to the sides. Good. Push the chest forwards. And then exhale, close. And then inhale, open. And exhale, closed. Good. So hands to the front, Rosie, sorry, just prayer position in the front, that's it. And then inhale, open to the sides, chest forwards. Exhale, close, arms stay straight as you exhale. Inhale, open, lovely angel arms, everyone. And exhale, close. Good. Take your left hand and just place it to the left of your hip, right arm up and over in a lovely side stretch. Now let's just stay here and breathe. My left hand is on the floor, Andreas. That's it. And then really you can push weight into that left wrist to get you bending all the way over. Lovely, Karen. Good. And just gaze up. You gaze up to ceiling. Right arm up and over, Neil. That's it. Gaze up. Lovely. And change sides. Deep breath. Gazing up. Feel that side stretch. Lovely, Kathy. Good. Very nice, everyone. Coming to center, just lengthen the legs away so you can bounce the knees. And then stretch the arms up, up, up. Just up above the head. Big wake up stretch, yawn, sigh. Not that you've been asleep. Maybe I have. Yawn, sigh, and stretch. Big stretch. Lovely. And I've lost where I am. Where am I? Standing, roll down. Oh, we're standing. Probably best to take your eye pillows off for this bit, or keep your eyes open. So if you come up to standing for me, and yeah, probably socks off is a good idea. I think we're only doing one downward dog, but yeah, socks off would be lovely. Do grab some water. So yeah, in case you're watching and thinking, why are we not doing a half-time relaxation? It's because we're doing such a slow class. So we're just going to do a much longer relaxation at the end. So make sure you go as slowly as you like. If we could come up to standing, that would be great. Feet are hip width apart. And you've simply got your hands on your thighs. And you're just going to roll down vertebra at a time. So tuck your chin in first. Then let the chest drop, shoulders are turning down, and you're rolling down the body safely from upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. Lovely, Mary, good. Let the arms hang down with bent knees, or if you can reach the floor, that's great, but make sure the back of the neck is relaxing. Stay here and breathe. If it feels at all unsafe, you hold your knees. Good. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. And gently roll up from base of spine. Very slowly coming up. Thumbs into the lower back and gently arch. Elbows to the wall behind you. Gorgeous. So it's kind of like a standing cobra. No, standing fish. Okay, hands on the thighs once more. Roll back down through the neck, all the way down the upper back. Rolling, not hinging, rolling down. Feet are at least hip width apart. Let the head hang, let the body hang. Nod your head yes once more. Shake your head no. Eyes can be closed at this point. You're in a lovely position. And we'll stay here a little bit longer. So just let's try our 4-8 breath for a moment. Inhaling for 4. Pausing the breath. And exhaling for 8. And just simply do it one more time. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. Good. And then gently rolling up. Excellent. I want you to just close the eyes once more. Make sure you're feeling safe standing up. But I just want you to do a little bit of a movement of the body, whether it's swaying from side to side, little twists of the body, stretching up out of the shoulders. If you feel safe, close the eyes. It is quite tricky when you're standing to do that, or just have the gaze, like your gaze slightly lowered. So try and stay within your body, just stretching out however you want to. However, it'll help you to ease out any stiffness in the body. Lovely, perfect. And then if we could all just face the screen so that I can see you. And then raise the arms up over the head, stretching up, palms are facing each other, parallel arms. And then I want you to just bend to the right and stay in a right-sided bend. Lovely, Heidi, exactly. That left hip juts to the left. Good. And just stay here. If it feels too much to stay, you just back off a little bit. Separate the hands, Irene, so it's just palms as parallel but apart. Good. Then come up to center. Before we do the other side, stay up and then just sink into your knees. So you feel that pressure in the heels, you're just sinking down. Straight spine. Yes, lovely. Just the knees are bending. That's all that's happening in this one. Parallel feet though. So Vanessa, if you could turn your toes inwards for me. Yeah, lovely. Okay, stretch back up. So you've got straight legs. And then hip to the right. Just lower yourself over to the left for your side stretch. Like a side banana. And breathe. Okay, I haven't forgotten. Okay, coming out. Lovely. I just want you to hang down again. So hands on the thighs. You're all nice and warm now. So just roll down gently. Actually, let's hold the opposite elbow. This helps as well to feel that you're lengthening the body. Good. Let the arms hang. So you're just relaxing. If it feels too much, though, you can place those elbows on your knees. So you're still holding the opposite elbow, but your elbows might be on the knees, or they might be just hanging down. The elbows are hanging, I should say. If it doesn't sound right, just totally blame me, okay? And just do your own thing. Good. Arms hang down, gently roll up. So I highly recommend opening your eyes for this next one because it's a balance. Okay, so have your feet quite close together, arms out by your sides at 45 degrees. We're not doing full warrior three. This is just a gentle warrior three. So you're going to make sure you've got enough room behind you to lift the leg behind you. That's it, Nikki. I was thinking of you. So you're not so close to a wall. And then before we start, you're sliding that right leg back and being on your tiptoes of the right leg. Okay. And then that's a soft way to start. So it's a balance, but you've slid your right leg back and you're on the tiptoes. It's kind of like you're in a warrior one, but you're on your toes. Exactly. Then you're going to tilt slightly forwards and lift that right leg off the floor. Okay, it's a balance, it's a warrior three, but I don't want it to T-shape. I just want it to gentle. Lovely. Breathe, focus and breathe. Look forwards rather than to the floor. Nice. Keep breathing. Please keep breathing. Good. To come out, I want graceful coming out. So toes to the floor first and then step forwards. Okay. Perfect. Lovely, everyone. Okay. Let's shake out the arms. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Good. Change direction. Both shoulders at the same time. Excellent. Good. We'll do the other leg now. So arms out at 45 degrees from your body, shoulders away from the ears. just step that left foot back, but stay on the tiptoes of that left leg. Keep the hips to the front, palms to the front. When you feel steady, you start to bend forward slightly and lift out those left toes off the floor. More importantly, you stay balanced, then you go higher in the back leg. Okay, gazing forward rather than down and breathing. Very nice. So toes drop first and then you step inwards very gracefully. Excellent. Shoulders up to the ears, squeeze, 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 and release. And then shoulders up to the ears, squeeze, and release. Okay, lovely. So we're going to repeat that, but it's not a balance now. It's a warrior one, but it's the same legs to start. So you're going to slide your right leg back and come up onto the tiptoes of that right foot. Okay, it's a different style of warrior one. It's a more difficult style. You bend into your front knee, which is your left knee. Lovely. And then you raise the arms up above the head. And either just palms facing each other or prayer position. Okay, it was more of a wobbly one because those back toes, you're on the back toes. Okay, your back heel isn't down, basically. Keep the chest up. Maybe a slight back bend if you can. Staying in that warrior one position on your toes. Yep, all looking marvelous in my view. Arms come down and a lovely, you can control step forwards. Okay, before we do the other side, I just want you to hold your mountain pose. So draw the shoulders down, hands are either sides of your body, long arms, long hands, fingertips pushing towards the floor, shoulders away from the ears, tuck your chin in. God, so many things to tell you about mountain pose. Pull up your kneecaps. Pull in your abdominals. That'll do. And breathe. Good. Let's do warrior one to the other side now. So slide the left toes back. Right knee is bending. So exactly the same as we've just done. Make sure you're on your toes. Don't have the heel down in the back leg. And arms up. Very good. So it's also a balance. Really stabilizing and strengthening your knees. Gentle arch back if you're comfortable, or stay straight if you're not comfortable to arch. Lovely, Claire. Good. Breathe into the belly. Slightly more challenging warrior one. Okay, stay in position, but now place the hands on your knees. And I want you to just both hands on your front knee and then just start to bend forward so you can bring the hands either sides of your front knee. Back foot is exactly where it is. So you're in a high lunge. Good. And then just come up safely. So push up. Excellent. A lovely step forwards with that left leg. And we want to high lunge the other side. So step your right leg back. And you don't want to lower yourself into a low lunge. Stay high. Keep the hips high, but you place your hands on your knees, your left knee, and then draw the body down. Just the upper body you draw down. Don't sink low. That's it. Might be just fingertips to the floor. Lovely. Good. Hands back on the knees. Gently bring the body back up and step your other foot forward. So you're just standing tall. Good. Great. So shoulders up to the ears and squeeze. Bye, Alison. and release. And shoulders up to the ears and squeeze. And release. And shoulders up to the ears and release. So we're going to come into a downward dog now. So make sure you're standing right in the center of your mat. So that when you roll down, which we've done a few times, I want you to roll down, straight down. And then once you've rolled down with soft knees, place your hands to the front of your mat and step the feet to the back of the mat, or close to the back. Or actually, I'm saying that. You decide how you want to measure out your downward dog. It just has to feel really lovely. So it can either be feet quite close or stepping the feet further away. All depends on your body length. So it just has to feel like you're getting a lovely back of the leg stretch. So a lovely downward dog. Chest pushing towards your ankles. Beautiful, everybody. And then I just want you to shift to plank, but only for a moment, and then drop the knees. Just let the knees settle on the floor. And then I just want you to flatten. So come forwards with the hips, drop the hips to the floor. We're going to do some backward bends now. So make a pillow with the hands. Make sure your bolster's not in the way. And rock your hips from side to side. So some lovely gentle back bends to come, but we just want to relax for some time. I'd also like to point out that there have been 17 of you here tonight, which makes me very, very happy. Okay, so just breathe in, push the belly into your mat, breathe out, relaxing fully. Breathe in a lovely deep breath and breathe out fully. In this section also you can have your eye pillow, well, not eye pillows, but if you have your eye masks, that's cool. And just relax, wiggle the hips from side to side. And you place the hands under the shoulders, but we're not really using the hands. We just want them there so that we can go into a very correct placed cobra. So elbows into the sides of the body, like grasshopper legs. I haven't said that for a while. The hands are under the shoulders. Okay, so not Sphinx kneel. I want you to bring your chest back down and have your hands under the shoulders. That's it. We haven't lifted yet, everyone. Splay the fingers wide. Push your hands into the floor and gently lift the head and chest, but no weight in the arms. And you'll know if you're lifting using your back. If you can lift your arms now, then you're staying up. If you're not staying up, thank you for that little wiggle finger, Sarah, very good. You can then drop a little bit lower. So exhale down. Let's bring the forehead to the floor. So you've dropped out of your cobra. We're just relaxing. Breathe. Getting ready for our second lift. So push the palms into the floor, lift the head, lift the chest. But only teeny weeny bit of pressure in those hands. That's it. Shoulders down away from the ears. You can have the chin tucked in still. And then exhale, lower. Wiggle out the hips from side to side. Keep those eyes nicely closed. And this time now our backs are slightly warmer. You bring your arms down close to the hips, palms facing up like you're flying, like Superman. Okay, and then I want you to lift the head and chest and lift the toes. Head and chest is up, arms up. Exhale, lower, chin to the floor. And again, we're going to come up 3 times. So inhaling, lift. And hold, but don't hold the breath. And lower. And one last time, everyone. Just gently lift. Get those arms out down the back if they're not down the back, close to the hips. And lower. Nice, everyone. Make a pillow. Look to one side. Rock out the hips. Let's take a moment to breathe. Or a few moments to breathe, shall I say. Let's turn the toes out, heels inwards. Belly rises into, well, not rises, pushes into your mat. Softens completely on the exhale. Okay, lovely, everyone. I want you to just bring your chin to the floor, looking forwards, or chin on your hands, shall I say. And then we're doing locust leg lift. So you're just lifting your right leg up behind you. It might only be an inch or two. And lower it down. And then just do the other side. So just do 5 of each side, one leg and then the other leg. Good. I think we've all lost count a little bit. Well, definitely me. And we're going to turn it into a swan. So hands under the shoulders, push back and relax. So swan is like child pose, but with the knees wide, arms stretching out in front. Good. Lovely deep breath. Stretch out back into as much as you can. Long arms, elbows off the floor. And we've reached final pose time. So I just want you to come up onto all fours and just do thread the needle. This is the last pose of the night. So just swing that right arm through underneath the body. Good. Glad you all know what thread the needle is. It's quite hard to explain. And try and nudge that shoulder, the right shoulder, all the way through. A little bit more for thread the needle. Bottom can stay up really high. Very, very nice. Excellent. Everyone come out and simply do thread the needle the other side. So arm comes through between the right wrist and the knee. Or is it left wrist and the knee? Not quite sure, but you know what you're doing. Brilliant. And breathe. So good. Well done. And then just onto all fours. Actually, let's do a little bit cat-cow and or little wiggle of the hips, wiggle of the head, whatever you'd like to do to just stretch out the spine. Beautiful. Grab some water when you're ready, and then final relaxation, which we're going to go into with lots of breathing to start and then a lovely relaxation. So take your time to have as much comfy stuff as possible. Remember your bolsters under your knees. Fantastic. I rate you all very, very highly on your ability to listen to me, audio, yoga-wise. So no music at all today. I do want you to just be able to self-soothe, self-relaxation. Shake out the arms and legs as you come down. Flatten out the shoulders, turn the toes out. Very, very nice. I think we'll start, because we sometimes don't do this, but we'll start with tensing the whole body. So push the elbows down, make fists, shoulders up to the ears, push your heels away, tense the whole body, ugly prune face, and release. And just continue doing that as many times as you want to. It's just wringing out the last remnants of tension and tiredness and stress from the body. We just want to really let all of that go. And rather than 4-8-8 breathing, which is what we've been doing throughout the class, I would like you to do 4-4 breathing, just for a few rounds. I'll tell you when to stop, but you're inhaling for 4, pausing the breath, exhaling for 4, pausing the breath once more. So pause on either end, the count is 4. Okay, lovely. So we've now released any remnants of tension with our breath work. And now it's time to soften and relax the whole body, letting go of everything, all that tension, all that tiredness. You've released it from the entire class. You may just have a few bits more to release. Let it go. Scanning your body. Find any areas that need your attention. Feel that you're becoming heavier and heavier in your body. A gentle smile on the lips to stop any tension in your jaw. A hint of appreciation for the fact that you have brought yourself to yoga, which is exactly what you need. And we just spend the last few moments thinking about how our week needs to pan out for us and what we can do to help that along. Have an intention for kindness to yourself. Perfect. Good. Oh, we're going to gently come back into the room and into our bodies. A big yawn, sigh, stretch. And that is the end of the class. So thanks if you're watching on catch up. And we'll just end the session because we're coming up slowly.